Hey guys, welcome to the second video of the series. Right now we're going to be talking about setting your goals. So pretty much the last video we talked about seeing what's out there, the different lifestyles, and by now, hopefully you've done that. So now you decided to get into bodybuilding. Okay, let's just use that as an example. Or you decided just to be a bit more active because you're older and you want to become healthier. Okay, so what's the next step? The next step is actually to set your goals. And those goals have to be very specific. You need to actually know exactly what you want out of it, because that's going to be...
Sorry, man.
No,
keep it going.
Yeah, we'll keep it going. That's actually going to have you accomplish the goals. For example, if you weigh 150 pounds, let's just say, and you say, in 12 months, I want to be 170 pounds of lean muscle, which is totally achievable in your first year if you have all of the right factors involved.
Sorted out, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So if that's your goal, okay, great. That's not going to take you a week. So if 3 months in, you're not 170 pounds, you're going to be very unmotivated, you're going to stop going to the gym. So what you have to do is actually set short-term goals along the way. They're going to keep you motivated, and by the end of it, the big picture, you're actually going to be reaching those goals. So it could be anything like, by the end of these 2 months, I want to gain 5 pounds and keep my body fat percentage at 11 or 12% or whatever it may be. Or it could be that you're 200 pounds and you want to weigh 170 pounds. Well, you can set small goals throughout the way that are going to keep you motivated, because you're going to be achieving them and you're not going to be failing the overall goal. So
just two things I'd like to add to that. That was actually a really good overview. Set like specific dates for these, even like set times for these. Alright, like the more real you make this, the better you're going to achieve, and the more motivated you're going to be to achieve it. So like the 16th of October, you want to weigh this amount of weight, write it down and look at it on your calendar. And don't just make these goals in your head, don't just think about them, because they're not very real. They're so abstract. I can ruminate about different ideas and things and play around with them, but for me, when I put them on paper, when I say them out loud, man, look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself you're going to reach this goal if you have to, because you have to take a serious approach, because these things, fitness isn't easy. It's easy if you love it, and in order to love it, you got to get motivated. You have to start seeing results. You have to start getting, like, making your way towards whatever it is that you wanted to become.
yeah, even then it's like really, it's easy, but it's hard. It's mentally challenging, but it's extremely rewarding, and that's what makes it
absolutely.
so much fun. So like, write down your goals, like very specific. Write down the date. Write down what your goal is. Put in.
Tell
the fridge.
people. That's another thing.
Yeah.
I just read some research about how
held accountable.
Oh, that's exactly, like this research, I'll just tell you about it really quick. The research found that if you tell people that you're going to reach a goal at a certain time, all of a sudden now you're accountable. You're responsible for that goal. Now you're not only going to disappoint yourself, which some people find easy to kind of dismiss, because we're master justifiers. We can justify anything as humans, so we might not be able to justify for another person. So if they see us fail at our goal, that's going to be really difficult. That's an ego-driven technique, and it's really successful.
It'll take away from your credibility, and let's not lie to ourselves. We're all a little bit self-conscious about what people think, even if you have the biggest guts in the world.
Unless you're Buddha, man. That's the video, guys. Subscribe, make a long-term goal, work backwards, make short-term goals, make them very specific. By this time, you'll understand what is reasonable as a goal and what isn't, and now just go after it.
And actually, we have a lot of videos. We're going to be releasing a lot of videos, and we have some that are going to show you how to actually accomplish those goals. Like if you go to our fitness, our Diet 101 series that I started, you can actually mathematically calculate how many calories you're burning. I mean, you're going to be in the ballpark, because say that you run a little bit more, you're going to burn.
We've got the videos.
But like, it's going to be very mathematical, and it just reassures you that by a certain date you're going to be reaching those goals.
Yeah.
Bodybuilders do it. They get on stage shredded by a certain date. They have to do it. They can't procrastinate. They have to be specific. And that's
not just the one on the gear, man. Natural bodybuilders who are working with their own testosterone, they really have to use goal setting long-term goal, working backwards, being specific. So that's a really good tip, very important for a beginner, and stay tuned for the next video.